Your job, as I've said, is to get the prosecution's plans and tactics. I know that Selena Rice knows them. Delivering Selena Rice would work, but if you could extract the plans and tactics from her and just deliver them, that would also work. Of course, even if you cause these plans and tactics to be changed due to your actions and indiscretions, they're still valuable.
Rules of engagement for dealing with Ms. Rice?
I would assume alive.
Well, we're not particularly asking you to get Ms. Rice. We're actually asking you to get the plans and tactics.
Still good to know, though.
Excuse me.
Everything else said.
Adam, do you know if the plans and tactics in standard digital form on her comlink or on her person, or are we not sure what what form these have?
Does she have a data lock?
The Johnson
Exile
sighs
asks.
and is like, please, one question at a time. It's good to know that we don't care. Just do whatever you like. Second, we're not sure if the plans are held mentally, if they're held on a device, if they're held on some kind of offline storage. That is where you come in.
Understood.
We have ascertained it is not being held on a host, and since any method of retrieving something that's not on a host is going to be physical, we just thought we'd save ourselves the expense and have you guys figure out where it is and get it at the same time.
Do you at least have a location or some information on Ms. Rice that could help us lead us to her?
We do have information on Ms. Rice. Ms. Rice. Ms. Rice is a resident legal expert for Arico Investments. A corporation that is a A-rated investment company with an office here in Tacoma. She lives also in Tacoma. And here are the addresses of each of these. You notice that both of these are in C-graded neighborhoods. The Johnson continues, don't be fooled by the location. These are quite high security locations. Arico Investments is a hardened corporate site. Expect their on-site security in all standard avenues to be quite tight. As for Ms. Rice's residence, it's a gated luxury community, and again, expect significantly out of the ordinary security for its location. However, due to, well, its location, if you did choose to simply brute force either of these, Knight Errant would have a delay in responding.
So I assume these places are extraterritorial?
No, neither are extraterritorial. These are standard Seattle property. Arico Investments is only an A-rated corporation.
Ah.
The residence is 1 Perry Towers. Is a subsidiary of far down a corporate chain. Now, the going rate for a data steal, I believe, is 10 to 12,000 yen. But considering this is a hardened target, I'm approaching the idea of 14,000 yen. Do each of you find this number reasonable?
It's a start.
It's a start, says Exile as he leans back in his chair. But the human element in this makes the data steal that much more difficult, Johnson.
Well, I had already increased the payment because of that.
I think you can do it a little better.
Well, just asking for more money is, well, do you have a reason I should increase my offer, or do you have a counter offer of your own?
Yes, I do. 16,000 if we do it quiet.
The
That way,
Johnson,
things are made.
rubs his chin. I don't care too much for quiet, so how about we call it 15, split?
Fair enough.
15 with some upfront, I assume. We're gonna need to do some, and then, because I don't know in character, out of character, Booker goes on about expenses that may come up during a physical data steal.
Well, if you're going to call for an upfront, then you're simply going to have to rely on completing the objective because it's upfront or escrow, from my point of view, you see. How does 20% upfront sound?
Escrow's fine.
So no upfront then. Right, do you have a favoured escrow provider? Or we can go through the Bank of Helvetica.
Bank of Helvetica.
Swiss bank, numbered accounts, standard sort of thing. You guys know, because all of you, apart from Arden, have run a couple of times, that Bank of Helvetica is a reasonably standard sort of numbered accounts Swiss bank.
Okay. That can work.
Mm-hmm. And let me ask you this, Mr. Johnson. Are we to expect any assistance from your Saharan devil friends?
Oh, you noticed them.
I worked with some of them before. Oi there, chummers. Booker motions to the Saharan devils.
Yeah, the Saharan devils do something complicated with their hands, kind of like a gang sign, but not quite. And you recognize this as like a hand signal they make to each other when on patrol. Like they've sighted something worth noticing.
He will return the same symbol from the Mech 2000.
Yeah. The Johnson says, no, we've been a bit pressed for this operation, and we had considered some unreliable operators. I'm sure you know of them in your own community. There was a rather interesting person known for leaving a bunch of mono-wired bodies in his wake that was considered and rejected. The Saharan devil rats are here purely for my own peace of mind during negotiations. You understand how unreliable operators can get a bit iffy.
Oh, and you chose well. And he will nod to the Saharan devil rats with its desert rats, with a look of, and Booker will, with a look of, this whole respectful, just military nod.
Yeah, it's respectful, but also like two tough guys eyeing each other up in a bar. Look.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Johnson says, well, today is Wednesday. we'd really like the plans before court resumes session on Monday. This gives you 3 full days plus tonight. Sorry, 4 full days plus tonight. Although, if you did delay court proceedings, the timeline could be extended. The payment is 15,000 New Yen, which, give me a moment. He starts tapping away on his comlink and then shows you guys the display. And it registers a escrow number, which you can then refer to. And it shows that 60,000 yen has been lodged in escrow with the Bank of Helvetica.
Mm-hmm. I believe that our business is concluded then, Mr. Johnson.
Very well. I'll be taking my leave. This warehouse isn't really going to be frequented much for the next day or so. Or you can, do your own thing. Just give me 15 minutes, would you?
Of course.
And the Mr. Johnson sort of stands, nods to the 2 orcs near him, and the 3 of them file out.
All right. Then
Exile will DNI to Booker. How many of them did you say came?
6. 3 orcs, 3 humans. Is that
Where are the
correct,
other
Elvian?
3?
Yes. But one of the humans was the Johnson, so 3 orc desert rats, 2 human desert rats.
All right. Then I'll say, yeah. Then I will say that to Exile. Or Booker will, sorry.
Yep. Then Exile will reply, then we're short 2.
I'll keep an eye out for him. And he will... Yeah?
I don't think we should stay.
The man did say to give him 15 minutes.
True.
Yeah. Enjoy your smoke, Exile. Here. And Booker tosses him a cigarette.
From the pack on the table?
No, from his own pack. He's not touching that pack.
Nope. Exile will light up using his own lighter and then gesture to Aiden. What's your role?
Oh, I believe I'm thaumaturgical support.
Mage. Okay.
And we all know what Terra does. Isn't that right, little man?
I do. Hopefully I'll murder a little less today.
Did you bring your Dodge Scoot again, or was that blown up in your apartment too?
No, I brought the Scoot. We need to upgrade.
Damn it, Terra, you have no sense of shame.
Of course not. Fans rest of life.
And I assume that's how we passed the 15 minutes.
Shit talking each other.
Yep. So once that 15 minutes is done,
the fuck out.
Yeah, sure. So where are you guys going?
So Exile,
first?
got us. Exile, do you have a secure location we could use?
I've got a few.
Lead the way. Do you want to ride, Terra, or do you want to enjoy the Seattle sun?
Booker, is that even a question anymore?
Yeah, get in the back.
Shotgun.
I took a cab. I could use a ride, if you don't mind.
All right,
Sure.
you're with me.
Thank
Exile
you.
says. Then he adds, hope you've got an umbrella. So,
and where do we go, Exile?
We're going out to Redmond, specifically Touristville, because Exile's legwork contact also happens to have a back room. Scott McGregor.
Nice.
Wow,
All right.
Literally in my neighborhood right now.
Are you complaining, Tara?
No.
Because you can walk.
I mean,
Actually pretty close.